Welcome to episode 89 of the All the Books Show, the official podcast of the David A. Howe Public Library. I'm Eric Mickles.
And I'm Nick Gunning.
We talk about book news, author news, and literary news.
You name it.
Today, we have literary news.
We sure do. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Edgar Awards. So the Edgar Awards, as you know, presented each spring. Mystery Writers of America present the Edgar Awards, widely acknowledged to be the most prestigious awards in the genre, specifically mystery writers.
Hey, didn't we have an Edgar winning
award author here?
Yes.
I thought so, but when I asked Julia that, she said, no, I didn't win. But the nice thing about the Edgars is just being associated with it is a good thing.
Okay.
So, like, she was up there, but she didn't get it.
Oh,
So
boy. Did you offend our guest?
No, she's the one who said it.
Okay.
All right, so the Edgar Awards announced every year. Different, they have all age groups, a few different kinds of awards. So we're going to go through and tell you what the winners are. Best
Yay.
Novel. The winner went to Before the Fall by Noah Hawley.
Oh, wow.
Among the top were The X by Alistair Burke, Where It Hurts by Reed Farrell Coleman, Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay, and What Remains of Me by Allison Galen.
Yeah.
So the winner again was Before the Fall by Noah Hawley. You remember that? We talked about that one quite a long time. That was on the bestseller list for quite a bit.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Best First Novel. We have the winner here, Under the Harrow by Flynn Barry. This, I don't remember this, and looking at the cover, it's not ringing any bells to me either. But this is Best First Novel, so this is a debut.
Okay.
Best Paperback Original. I love me some good paperback mysteries. Some of my favorites come out.
Yeah.
Paperback.
How do you feel about the song Paperback Writer?
Yeah, I love it, especially the mono version. It's got more of a driving beat. The winner is Rain Dogs by Adrian McKinty. You know what? I don't recognize that one either. We're going to have to go through and order some of these because I think we missed a couple here. Best Fact Crime.
Ugh.
The Wicked Boy, The Mystery of a Victorian Child Murderer by Kate Summerscale. Yowza.
Yeah.
Best Critical/Biographical Work. Shirley Jackson, A Rather Haunted Life by Ruth Franklin.
Okay.
Shirley Jackson wrote House on Haunted Hill, right? Is that
Maybe.
right? Okay. Best Short Story, Autumn at the Automat, which was collected in Sunlight or in Shadow by Lawrence Block. Buffalo native Lawrence Block.
I should announce that's not part of my First Days of Autumn.
That's
young
not
adult
part
book
of your
series.
Okay. Yeah, boy, I forgot all about that. How's that coming along?
The young adult book series?
Yeah, he's still in the writing process of that?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not real, just in case anybody's curious. And yes, Shirley Jackson did write The Haunting of Hill House. So
Yeah.
close.
That's
close
where you
there.
made your common...
Go on.
Mistake.
Finish that word. Good. Let's talk juvenile awards.
No, not after that attitude you just gave me.
Wow.
No, okay. Best juvenile mystery
Yep.
went to O.C. Daniel by Wesley King.
Like OCD.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Simon & Schuster. Paula
Recognize
Wiseman
this?
books.
I don't recognize it.
No, I only recognize Summerland on
Okay.
this list.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah, Summerland was pretty
We'll
good.
have to get O.C. Daniel.
Okay.
Young adult. The winner was Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hess. Mm-hmm. All right, Hess. Hatchet
Nice.
Book Group, Little Brown BFYR.
Okay.
I guess that means best friends year round.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have no idea.
Uh,
All right.
so I didn't know Girl in the Blue Coat. This is the second time now it's been affirmed to me that this is a mystery, but I thought it was just a...
Did we
just
talk
like
about
a-
this one on our mystery episode? A couple?
Yes, it was
Okay.
suggested to us, and I had said I had thought it was just a straight
But here it
Holocaust
is.
survival
Now
book.
it's official.
Yeah.
So we have a large selection of back winners of the Edgar Award.
What is this
And
Mary Higgins Clark?
I think it's just the Mary Higgins Clark Award.
And she just gives it out herself?
I don't know. I was actually the website doesn't have a lot of background on it. That's why I didn't talk about it because I don't really know what it is.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in the style of Mary Higgins Clark or what the deal is with that. But
Sure.
Anyway, we have a large collection of back winners of the Edgar Awards. We have a huge mystery selection, especially in the stacks. And some of the new ones we have, some we don't. So we'll be filling those out.
What is
anyway.
going on with your cell
I'm
phone
sorry,
right
I'm
now?
just trying
This
to-
is the most unprofessional I've ever seen you.
I think you...
And I've seen you at a very
you
unprofessional
talking
level.
about it so much is probably making it worse. Okay, muted.
Okay.
Anyway, that's not what our main feature is today. We're going to revisit a lonely little book from the past of the David A. Howe Public Library, discussing a new Lonely Hearts book club that's coming up later. Right now, let's talk bookmark.
Okay.
What have you been reading?
What have I been reading, Nick?
I don't know.
I finished The Drowned World.
Oh.
By J.G. Ballard.
Okay.
This was the story about... This came out like 50 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's the story about Earth after the sun has a bunch of like solar radiation go crazy
Oh,
and
okay.
melts all the ice caps and heats up the world.
Uh-huh.
It was not what I was expecting, and I don't think it was better for it. So it's more of a like human psyche through the changes of, I don't know. It's not really. It's like it's Heart of Darkness, just in a drowned world.
Right.
So
Was it good?
yeah, it was fine. It was short. It reminded me more of we already talked about it. Albert Camus.
Oh, Albert Camus.
Camus.
Yep.
So that was fine. I would have preferred more sci-fi, but that's what Kim Stanley Robinson's new 2140,
Oh, yes.
New York 2140
Yes,
will be
and
for.
I did order that, by the way.
So look,
So we'll have our copies.
I
soon.
didn't know if I was going to talk about these, but I did add them to my Goodreads because I did read them from cover to cover.
Ah, yes. I think
And
you have to. Yeah.
I rated them all 5 stars.
Yeah, you did.
I got myself well, for Christmas, my wife got me one of them, and I got the other two. I got the trilogy of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons book. So that's the Monster Manual, the Player's Handbook, and the Dungeon Master's Guide. I loved them. I love them.
Great.
They're so good.
Yeah.
You know what's great? I've read role playing game, tabletop game rule books before, and sometimes they're just like, this class does this stat and this stat, and these stats affect this stats, and it's just dry numbers and everything. These books have so much flavor and story. Like, they don't just say like, this is what a ranger does. It just goes through like, the ranger is slow. They're like these little summaries, these like sentences that are almost feel like they're pulled out of fantasy books.
Okay.
So that's great. Also, the system looks fantastic.
Nice.
I can't wait to play it. The Monster Manual, if you knew a kid who just liked monsters and you didn't know what to get, I could almost suggest getting him the Monster Manual.
Really?
Even if he never played Dungeons and Dragons, because every monster in it has like this beautiful illustration, and they just describe the monster's like behavior and its life and everything. And so it just becomes like a monster encyclopedia in general. It just has the Dungeons and Dragons logo on it. So
That's a significant amount of reading. That's
yeah.
all Dungeons
I don't
and Dragons
know how much I
instruction
could pull
manuals.
from my head right now. So
fine.
they're
All right,
not
so
they're not quick reads.
That took up your time.
Yeah. And I'm also reading a case of conscience.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get the author right. A Case of Conscience by James Blish.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I read James Blish. Well, sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Old, like, 60s sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You love the old 60s stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Is that it for you?
yeah, unless you want me to keep going on about the
That'll be our All the Books After Hours podcast.
okay, where we just talk about
all
more about the Dungeons and Dragons
all the
books that
time.
I read. All right.
Well, first, I saved this one to show you. This is a children's book, just came out. The Adventures of Little Critter by Mercer Mayer are still happening. And the latest, My Trip to the Museum, they go and it's a spoof of Neil deGrasse Tyson, which I thought you'd enjoy.
That's hilarious. Look at him.
His name is Dr. DeBison.
Dr. DeBison.
Dr. DeBison. So I thought you'd enjoy that.
That's
so
hilarious.
It's a science-heavy entry in the classic Mercer Mayer series with a spoof of Neil deGrasse Tyson there for you.
It looks just like him.
Yeah, I know.
That's hilarious.
I know, it's pretty funny. Anyway, so
I hope Neil deGrasse Tyson saw that.
Yeah, I
So,
know. It's not...
He's always trolling Twitter. I'm sure he's seen it.
He probably has, yep. What else? Oh, well, I did... April was Poetry Month, and so we had a couple of poetry events, including I went to the Manor Hills Assisted Living and did a poetry reading for some of the residents there, and I used Jim Zoller's Simple Clutter, which we have here in the collection. I used Hugging the Jukebox by Naomi Shihab Nye, which I also have in the collection. And I pulled a 1950s, I guess 1930s era Mickey Mouse poem collection that we had in the juvenile stacks.
Okay.
So I read a lot of the small, just quick ones. Then the Mickey Mouse one was kind of an extended narrative. But they loved it, and I liked them too. So all of those things are here in the library if anybody's interested. Cool. We also had Danica Kelly here coming and reading from her book,
Wait,
Bestiary.
Nick, don't you mean Donica Kelly?
I know, I was just saying it phonetically, and then she said it, and I was like, boy, how many times did I say that wrong? But
so what's her book again? It's The Bestiary?
It's Bestiary.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thank you for
right.
making a huge point of that. But she was a lot of fun. We had a great turnout for it, and she was really good. So we have her book in our collection again, Bestiary. It's in the new nonfiction section
By Danica.
I also read her collection, California Poems, which I picked up that day. That's a real small, like a chap book. But I
wish they all
like
could
that.
be California poems.
Yeah,
That's it.
like the Beach Boys,
Come again?
because the Beach Boys, California. Oh, California Girls, the Beach Boys.
Oh,
Brian Wilson.
That's a
Mike
Beach
Love.
Boys song.
Yeah, Beach Boys song.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed both of her collections. We do have Best Year here in the collection.
Okay.
I read The Turtle of Oman by Naomi Shihab Nye. This is one of her, I think it's her most recent young adult book. It was a hornbook pick, and I didn't particularly like it.
You hate turtles.
Just
kidding.
I love turtles.
You have your own turtle.
I know, I do. He's a tortoise. His name is Nelson.
I'm sorry. I know.
But yeah, it was one of those things where, like, if you know ahead of time that it's all about the journey, you probably will like it a lot more. It was about a little boy who didn't want to move to a new country.
Oh, right,
basically.
yeah.
And it was just kind of him doing some stuff.
You just
before
wanted him
he
to
left.
get into the truck.
Well, I guess when I started, I thought it was going to be about his move, and then it was just about him kind of seeing the sights and visiting friends before he left. So, you know.
You don't want to have
Fair
to stop.
warning.
You don't
if
have to
you know
wanna,
that, then it's a fun slice of life story.
You don't want to stop and have to fix a hubcap in the middle of the night.
No way.
So
no
you got to get
way.
on the road while there's daylight.
I read The Blessing Way by Tony Hillerman, which I'm making the book club reluctantly read.
And
and now it was a terrible mistake because I didn't like it either.
Yeah, you hated it.
It was a real slog. So it's the first book, came out a long time ago. It's a very popular series. So
sounds like it's more the cursed way.
I guess so. So either it just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Or it starts a little clunky and gets better. I don't know, but I don't think the book club is going to like it. I certainly didn't.
All right.
So
shout out.
There's that. And then graphic novel. I read All New X-Men Volume 5, I think.
Yeah.
That's a time traveling X-Men series. You read that one.
Yeah.
I saw on Goodreads.
I don't love them.
I'm currently reading for graphic novel. I'm currently reading Superman Ending Battle by Jeff Johns. This is an older collection.
Okay.
And I'm reading Honor Among Thieves, which is a Star Wars book written by James Corey of Leviathan Wakes fame.
Oh, nice.
So it's really good so far.
Okay.
That's it.
You haven't read Scoundrels, though.
I haven't.
And I think Honor Among Thieves is like book 2 in that like probably unconnected run.
No, it's not. It's in it's a little trio that has a Leia book, a Han book, and a Luke book. So technically it's like a book 2.
Okay.
But they don't.
But these are old.
They don't do.
These
no,
are
not really.
Well, I mean they're not the Disney.
pre Disney, yes, yeah. But they're not. Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyway, I'm
I know you
enjoying
hate
it
that,
so
though.
far. It's
All
good
right.
stuff. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
What's going on in the world of books?
Book news?
Yeah.
Well, Nick, I can tell you about the books that are coming out May 2nd.
I know some of the things. There's one I really want to read.
Well,
We'll see if you'll talk about it.
I probably won't.
Really?
No, I probably will.
Okay.
We've got a good amount of young adult books coming out, too.
That's
But let's start
exciting.
with the adult books.
Fine.
Because our listeners tend to be adults.
That's what you think.
That's true.
Probably a lot of kids listen.
Yeah. Around the old jukebox.
Yeah. Yeah. Kids are on the old jukebox, sure.
16th Seduction.
Oh,
now, this is the book
That
Nick
is
wanted to read.
So many seductions.
By Maxine Pietro
Did you
and
need
James
to seduce
Patterson.
that many times? Oh, boy, look out.
Yeah, this is Lindsay Boxer.
Yeah.
So, this is the newest women's murder club.
So May is going to be good for Cirque Stats, is what you're telling me.
Yes. Yeah, you bought 7 of these?
Yeah, I hope I'm going to make a little note right now that we need to buy.
Buy more
because
16th Seduction.
So true.
We've got The Broken Road, a novel. It's the Broken Road series, Nick, by Richard Paul Evans.
Oh, not about Christmas, though.
No, it's a broken man, a twist of fate, a second chance.
Poor fella.
Yeah. What if you could start over?
I would.
You would?
No, not really. I'm fine.
Yeah, you'd be tired, I
Yeah,
feel
I would.
like. You're like, I have to do that again?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
So-
one of those people who wants to do things again.
Yeah.
I can't
Or-
even read a book twice,
That's true.
as
yeah.
we've covered.
Imagine if you had to go back to high school again, and they're like, all right, you got to read it all again.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't say again,
No.
obviously. They'd be
Right.
like, for
They
the
wouldn't
first
know
time.
from their perspective
Yeah.
to be the first time, sure.
And you'd have to be like, well, I've got to put all that energy in to be super cool again.
Yeah.
Got to get my new leather jacket.
Yeah.
Got to get, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Broken Road.
That's totally what my high school
Rob-
experience was like. So
Yeah. Robert B. Parker's Little White Lies. This is a Spencer book by Ace Atkins. And you don't
okay.
like these.
I only read one, and I
Oh.
was... it was a mixed bag.
Okay.
So
So neither one of those, none of
No,
those
those
books are
aren't
the
on my
ones.
list.
All right.
No.
What about Heat Storm? It's a Nikki Heat book by Richard Castle.
I did read the first one
This
of those.
book's so hot you can't hold it.
Really?
The paper itself, it burns
Yeah.
up, and then there's no book left.
Yeah, people love books written by fictional characters from a canceled TV show.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so that one, I guess?
No.
No, okay. Here it is.
I
knew
can tell
you...
already that you're going to razz me.
No,
I'm
this
ready.
is the book Nick
Okay,
was
I'm
waiting
ready.
for.
This is it.
Trajectory Stories by Richard Russo.
Oh, boy, to get that reaction He's turned a corner for me because I loved the first Richard Russo things I read, and now I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Following the best-selling Everybody's Fool,
I can't.
sequel to your favorite book
Stop
ever
it.
that you had a bunch of your friends read
No.
because you learned to hate your friends, Nick. Nobody's Fool.
Nobody's fool. Yeah.
Oh, boy. You know
Yeah.
who the biggest fool was?
Tell me.
Your friends.
Really? For
Who read
trusting
that.
me?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so
Harsh.
maybe this is the book. Against
Okay.
All Odds, a novel by Danielle Steele.
No.
Oh, well.
I don't want to read Danielle Steele,
All right.
but I will.
I think this is the real book that
Okay.
you're excited for. Into the Water by Paula Hawkins.
Yes. This is the one. Author of Girl on the Train.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds equally dark and murky and
Yeah.
upsetting, I guess.
What if
I do want to read it though.
What if you have like all these dark emotions and feelings and thoughts in yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then you write a book like
Yeah.
Girl on the Train, and you get it out. You
Yeah.
expel all your demons onto the page,
Right.
and
Page demons.
you're just like, I'm done. I don't think this way anymore. I feel happy. I can. And then people are like, when's your next dark,
Yeah.
psychologically disturbing
that
thriller
must
coming
be what
out?
happened to Gillian Flynn because nothing since Gone Girl.
Yeah.
I keep waiting.
So
Nothing.
it must be rough.
You
It's
just
like-
go and live your happy life.
Yeah.
You know, spend the money.
Speaking of Neil deGrasse Tyson,
And we were.
earlier.
Actually, it's Dr. DeBison from Mercer Mayer's My Trip to the Science Museum.
Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. So you're often in a hurry.
Is this the real?
Yes, this isn't a bison.
not
This is
the-
the
not
real,
an actual bison.
the real Twitter troll Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
I follow him on Twitter. He's pretty funny.
Okay.
I like when he tears apart movies.
Is that a thing he does?
Yeah, sometimes he'll
I guess
just
I don't understand what his job is.
sometimes he'll just tear apart the science of a film. Though sometimes
the science. Okay,
like
well,
like The Martian.
That's on message.
He liked The Martian a lot. He had a lot of nice. Though he spoiled The Martian as well.
Oh.
So all right, I've got some young adult books, and then we're done. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we've got Always and Forever, Lara Jean. This is the third book of To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han.
Oh,
those
you love
books
those
are
books.
all. What?
You personally love to read those books.
These are always popular here. They're always checking out. So I'm glad there's
by
a new
you.
one.
You're always checking them out. I know.
The Battle Mage. This is book 3 in the Summoner trilogy by
Okay.
Taryn Matharu.
Matharu.
I read the first one, if you remember. That was called The Novice.
I do remember.
Yeah, it's a blue book.
Eric, I remember.
Yeah, these books are pretty cool. These are the ones I would suggest to people who feel like they want something a little older than Ranger's Apprentice. Yes.
I was right there with you. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you sure were. We got A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm not sure what number. This is like 3, I think, in the Court of Thorns and Roses
Okay.
book series. This is Sarah J. Maas.
Okay.
You know how popular she
Yeah.
is. That's all.
Okay.
All right, and then we've got The Trials of Apollo.
Apollo Creed. Hey, yo. No.
But that was
was
a
Rocky. Yeah. He's like, hey, Apollo, a rematch.
Okay,
No?
so these are The Trials of Apollo. The Dark Prophecy. This is book. Sorry, I don't know.
So did Carl Weathers write this, or how does that?
Yeah,
What's his connection?
Carl Weathers wrote
Written
this.
by the
this is
great
by
Carl Weathers.
Rick Riordan.
Oh, okay.
Riordan.
All right.
So
And Carl Weathers. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
and Carl Weathers as co-author.
Yeah. It's a James Patterson situation.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Well,
Wow.
it's just phoning it in now. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Here's what you have coming out. You can look forward to these. Some of these June, some of these July. This first one, Tom Clancy's Point of Contact, coming out June 13, 2017.
Tom Clancy is with us no more.
It's true. He was late in the game working with Mark Greaney, who also has the Gray Man series, which I read a while back.
Right.
He
loved the
worked,
Gray Man
I
series.
did. He worked with Tom Clancy on the last couple of books, and then when Tom Clancy passed away, he took over writing like the Jack Ryan stuff and like the Tom Clancy brand. I think now he's just focusing on Gray Man, and we have a new author coming in, Mike Madden. So this is written by Mike Madden, and this is Jack Ryan Universe number 23, following Jack Ryan Jr. The latest electrifying adventure in Tom Clancy's #1 New York Times bestselling series, Jack Ryan Jr. learns that sometimes the deadliest secret may be standing right next to you.
That's you.
Look out! It's right next to you. Jack Ryan Jr.
Who is this character?
I don't know.
Who's this Tom Clancy character?
I don't know who he is.
Run,
Coming
run,
out-
Jack Ryan Jr.
Coming out June 6th. Oh boy, I mean, I love her, but I don't know if I can handle this. It's called each separate words here. Dismember. and Other Stories of Mystery and Suspense
By
Joyce Carol Oates.
Ooh.
Friend of mine, friend of the show.
Yeah.
I bought her a tuna sandwich once. True story.
Yes. Yeah.
Joyce Carol Oates is renowned for her rare ability to illuminate the minds of most disturbing coiners. Boy, howdy. Am I right? That genius is on full display in her new collection of 7 feverishly unsettling works. Dismember and Other Stories of Mystery and Suspense.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I can't wait to read the short story that she put you in.
I know. At the heart of this, at the heart of this meticulously crafted, deeply disquieting collection are girls and women confronting the danger around them and the danger hidden inside their turbulent selves.
Yeah. Also, Jack Ryan Jr.
I don't think I can. Yeah, Jack Ryan Jr. is in this as well. I don't think. I mean, you really liked. You loved Jack of Spades.
Yeah.
Her other creepy.
Yeah.
Are you gonna read this? Halloween?
No.
Put that on your Halloween list?
No.
Maybe?
No.
Hard maybe. Okay. We'll check back in with Eric. I don't think I can do it.
All right.
That's whew, I gotta stop reading it. It's freaking me out. Okay. Oh boy. Eric, your favorite format's back.
Poetry?
Back and better than ever.
Decollage?
There's been no, I'm talking book shots. Okay.
Oh.
We're talking book shots. I don't think I've never seen this confirmed anywhere, but they have seriously scaled back the production of these.
Yeah.
Probably because they weren't selling like they should.
I'm just going to type into Google, book shots suck.
It was just too much. It was just too many, It was 2 every single month. That's just a lot. Now I feel like we're down to 1.
Never type in
month?
book shot sucks.
Okay. This is by James Patterson and Max DeLallo. The Killer's Wife, Till Murder Do Us Part. Well, that doesn't even...
No, till murder do us.
Till death do us part, but till... Okay. 6 girls have gone missing. Detective McGrath knows the only way to find them is to get close to the suspect's wife. Maybe too close. Well, that sounds ridiculous. Mm-hmm. That whole thing sounded ridiculous. That sounded like something we would vamp and make up on the spot.
Right.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at book
yeah, you
shots.
didn't seem invested at all.
Back in when they started last year, at this time last year,
Yeah.
his first bookshot title sold 30,000 copies in a week.
Wow.
So, but that's the only date I can find. I can't find everything is for last year.
Yeah, well, that's probably smart on their part. Karen Robarts, author...
Robot.
Oh, sorry. Author of the classic Darkness. Good. Is back with a new one, The Ultimatum. Thief, manipulator, con artist, call it what you will. Bianca St. Ives is the best in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, wah. The Guardian Book One, new series by Karen Robards. So if you're a Karen Robards fan, exciting times.
Again, it's
if you're
pronounced
not,
robot.
if you're not a Karen Robards fan, Book One. This is your entry point. Hop on board. We will have this here in our collection on June 13th.
Okay.
So you can look out for that. Finally, in large print, this is coming to us in July. And this is one that we weren't going to get, but I was like, no, I know Eric loves these things. We have to get them for Eric.
You already did this for the
so this
All the
is,
Boys I Love
this
Before
is
book
one.
series.
No, it's not that series. This is
Yeah,
it's hard to choose which one is your
all right,
favorite
I mean, I already
series
did this bit
here.
with
But
you.
well, I'm going to start. Under Bright Blue Skies, Wedding Bells Ring. Fulfilling sweet dreams, impossible wishes, and joyous new beginning. Yes, Eric, I'm talking about the collection Amish Brides. Nice. This is by Jennifer Beckstrand, Molly Jebber, Amy Lillard. The stories inside include The Reluctant Groom. Were you one of those?
No.
Okay. Joshua's Bride. A Summer Wedding in Paradise.
Why are you doing this?
You had a winter wedding in Paradise, right? Down in Florida? Nice weather?
It was nice weather.
Okay.
What?
That's it.
All right, thanks.
You love the Amish Brides.
That's true. I
just,
do.
it's your guilty pleasure, and I just want to make sure you're getting what you need. So that's all.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey, what's on the New York Times bestseller list?
All right.
Let's play that New York Times bestseller theme. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Think about it. Okay, go ahead.
All right, number 10.
Are we keeping that?
I guess.
Are we gonna
yeah,
keep
we
that
could.
every single week?
Every single week.
Let's try it one more time just to make sure that we really remember it and
Okay,
lock it
ready.
in. Okay.
All right.
Everybody needs to read the New York Times bestseller. Thoughts. That was the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then we don't need to write it down.
All right, number 10.
Yep.
On the New York Times bestsellers list for hardcover fiction.
Okay.
A Gentleman in Moscow
Hey.
by Immortals.
Sorry.
You're a monster.
I'm sorry. I thought I was prepared for it, but I wasn't.
No.
All right, go ahead.
So you think you're going to do this for a book club?
Maybe.
It's been here for 23 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Number 9. It's been here for 2 weeks. That's where I get.
Yeah, I understand.
One Perfect Lie by Lisa Scott Aline.
Mm-hmm.
So the key to a perfect lie is to have it based in truth.
Oh, yeah. And to have tons of other lies.
Yes.
Intermingling and dependent on the person not hearing that you've told the other lie.
It also
That's
helps
the way.
if you have a genie who grants wishes.
Oh, yeah.
So that your lies can become
Reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you wish to be a prince and then you have to tell somebody that
Yeah.
that wasn't you in the bazaar. That
Sorry,
was you. Sometimes you go out there to see what it's like to be
like
the regular folk.
I feel like you veered
then
off
you're on
into
a magic
discussing
carpet
the plot
ride
to
and-
Disney's Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
Some similarities at least.
Yeah. All right. Number 8, Two from the Heart by James Patterson and Frank Constantini, Emily Raymond, and Brian Sitz.
Oh yeah, and that's that little collection.
Yeah. Or it's just that's how many co-authors James Patterson needs at this point.
Yeah, it's Bookshot Flames that he's trying to disguise.
Number 7, The Women in the Castle by Jessica Shattuck.
Oh yeah, this, every week I want this to stay forever. Shattuck. Yeah, this is the good. This is the one of like the disgraced widows of men who tried to kill Hitler, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. I
They
like
take
the sound of that.
refuge
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Number 6, Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if his show has started, American Gods. I don't know if it's
think
started
it has.
just yet. It has
I think
started.
it
Okay. Number 5, All by Myself Alone by Mary Higgins Clark.
I haven't read it yet.
Number 4, 2 weeks on the list. Can it be on this list for longer, Nick? Thrawn by Timothy Zahn.
Mm-hmm.
The origins of Grand Admiral Thrawn, an iconic Star Wars villain, iconic in the expanded universe.
Yeah, in fandom.
Yeah.
What number was this?
Number 4.
It's slipping a little. It was at 2 last week.
Yeah, you're right.
Still good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's there.
Well, it lost. Here's a new book.
Okay.
And it makes sense it beat it. Fast and Loose by Stuart Woods.
Yep, Stewie Woods.
At number 3.
Yep,
This
and that's the new Fast and Furious.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. With The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yep.
They're in there to stop Vin Diesel from making more Fast and Furious
Yeah.
films.
So, and they hate each other. Is that right? The Rock and Vin Diesel?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't
Or is
tell.
it fake? Is it real?
I don't know if it's marketing or whatnot.
Okay.
But they're
Aren't
making
they spinning off The
They're
Rock?
doing a spin-off movie with The Rock and Jason Statham.
Oh.
So I don't, because they've already said they're doing 2 more Fast and Furious films.
Oh, that's exhausting.
There'll be 10 of those.
Hearing you say
plus
that
this
just
new
made
spin-off.
me tired.
And who knows if that spin-off is really successful.
Yeah.
There'll be more of those.
Maybe that'll be another
Yeah.
pentagon of
Yeah.
films.
Yep. Pentagon?
Yeah, 5 more films.
Number 2, The Black Book by James Patterson and David Ellis. And number 1, new this week.
Drum roll.
Can I buy you drum
Sorry.
lessons? Oh,
I
there-
love that.
Okay. The Fix
By David Baldacci.
by David Baldacci.
Cool.
Red, no, by Martin Short.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I would listen to that audiobook in a
The
heartbeat.
detective Amos Decker, who's known as the Memory Man,
Yeah.
witnesses a murder-suicide that turns out to be a matter of national security, and they need his memory
Oh,
to
well,
solve the crime.
Good news.
Yeah.
He's a memory man.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
And they'll be all like, quick, so how did he die? He's like, I remember he killed somebody and then himself.
Wow, memory man.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him at play. All right, let's play the closing theme to the New York Times bestseller list.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. That was all the New York.
We're done. Okay. Hey, you know what though?
Uh-huh.
That beautiful theme music made me want to hear some other theme music. So
Geez,
let
I
it
don't know.
ride.
Ah!
Lonely Hearts Book Club with Nick and Eric.
That's how it's done.
Listeners,
That's
sorry.
how it's done.
Yeah, we're just throwing music after
Yes.
musical interlude at
That's
you.
right. That's right. But that lovely haunting melody means that it's time for a Lonely Hearts Book Club. So if you're new to the podcast,
Uh-huh.
pause this episode, go catch up.
Okay. Wow.
Listen to the previous 88 episodes.
You could just
and just what?
you could finish this episode and then
okay,
go back on your own pace, yeah.
That's a way to do it.
The Lonely
but
Hearts Book Club segments aren't connected in any continuity.
That's what you think. I'm creating like my own Marvel Cinematic Universe of this.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be Nixon, Carver, Blake from Blake's Therapy.
Yeah.
Was it Jimmy from Thinning the Turkey Herd?
Yeah,
he's got to do
you
what
gotta
he's
get the
got
guy,
to do.
the Venice guy,
When he's got to do it. Yeah, the Venice guy.
crying,
They're all,
even though he's a man.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all in it. The snowman's going to be there.
Yeah.
They're all going to team up to fight the Wolfen.
The Wolfen.
So
problem,
it's going to
yeah.
get real.
Yeah.
It's going to get real. No, but seriously, folks. Now
What
that
if their
you've-
group is
Yeah.
the giraffes? And so they have to say,
and they
why
go
not
around,
join the
why not
Ravs?
join the giraffes? That's
Yeah.
so good. That's
Yeah.
so good. Well, now that
They
you
get the pig man.
welcome back after you've paused and
We're
listened to
lost in
previous
the
88
maze?
episodes.
Was it called the maze?
The maze? I don't think
The-
so. Oh, the one that's like the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
No, the
Maze Runner.
Maze Runner. I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hole
But
in the
anyway,
ground.
now that you've caught up,
Yeah.
here's what we're gonna do. We run a report and we try to find books that we have in the collection that have seen little to no love
Yeah.
over the years. Now we digitized the collection in the late '90s, so almost 20 years ago is
nothing.
when these would have gone. So. Some of these, sometimes we pull them and we look at them and we say, well, that's a pristine book. It's never been touched.
Right.
Sometimes we pull them and there's no computer record, there's no stamps on the back, but they still look like they got a little bit of checking out action.
Sometimes, like Drew Barrymore, we find out they've never been kissed.
That's right.
And so we have to send them back to high school
Yeah.
under the guise that they're a student.
Is that what that movie's about?
Or, I don't know, is she a teacher?
That's the plot of 21 Jump Street you're talking about.
Because she ends up, like, kissing a teacher.
I have
so
no idea.
The teacher can't think that she's a student.
Right.
Maybe she told everyone
don't
she was
know.
going back to high school, and they knew she was an adult.
Well, I'll tell you what. All this talk of romance is just right for this Lonely Hearts book that I picked.
Drew
today.
Barrymore's never been kissed.
Take a look at this cover, Eric.
Wow.
It's,
Goodness.
So what we have is a healthy amount of Vaseline rubbed on the lens of
Yeah.
this camera.
Yeah.
Very soft focus on
Yeah.
sort of a like cut rate Liz Taylor
It's like
in red satin sheets on the
Yes.
cover. Nice.
she's
gold
naked
font.
under the sheets.
No, they're spaghetti straps. You got
Oh,
spaghetti
I don't have my
straps.
glasses.
And
Okay.
she's got a lovely little silver necklace.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Gold font. We have dreams are not enough.
That's
Rejected James Bond title.
That's true.
They went with the
Your
world.
dreams are not
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
I just want to, like, listeners, when he's saying Vaseline, it looks like somebody was eating, like, French fries
Yeah.
and mozzarella sticks,
Yeah.
and then he saw a hair on the camera
Yeah.
lens, and he tried to wipe
Yeah.
the hair off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a soft. Calling it a soft focus is probably nice. It's if this focus was any softer, it'd be an abstract painting
Yeah.
that you would be able.
There's
to
a
figure
hard focus on the Vaseline.
So yeah, yeah. If you clean this lens up, this woman's 78 years old. That's how. Oh boy, we got our author picture on the back, and
Yeah.
she looks happy, draped in fur.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a
She killed that lynx
Got it.
with her bare hands.
an Alice from the Brady Bunch. Like after
Sure, yeah.
Alice murdered the Bradys and took the Brady fortune, she started a second life as author Jacqueline Briskin.
Sure.
So-
Briskin. Author of what?
Too much, too soon. All right, so the cover on the back is black and white, and it is hilarious, and it does look like Alice from the Brady Bunch.
Right. Covered in
draped
fur.
in a lynx.
Yep.
So already, I'm thinking this is great. I wish that this was.
It was my
I wish
leopard,
this was
and
Tina
I
Fey.
killed it.
I wish this was Tina Fey in an SNL sketch.
That-
she would nail it.
Yeah, Tina Fey could definitely play that role.
Dreams Are Not Enough, a novel by Jacqueline Briskin. So it's worth mentioning here, Jacqueline Briskin.
But they're an
lived
awfully good place to start.
1927 to 2014, British-born American writer
Oh.
specializing in historical
we
fiction.
shouldn't tease her then.
Because she's dead?
Yeah.
Well,
She passed
She had a
away.
long, healthy life.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway,
Let the mockery commence.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Frequently on the New York Times bestseller list, several single novels plus a trilogy focusing on one family. So this is one of the standalone novels that we have here. This book came out in, let me take a look here.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just realized something, but we'll talk about it after this segment.
Okay.
But don't let me forget. I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to write it down.
Okay, good idea. Dreams Are Not Enough came out in 1987. Now, as we've already described the beautiful cover, and it is beautiful, gauzy camera lens on a lady in a satin sheet, all red. Original cover price $18.95. What do you think about that? It's a hefty book. 1987.
That's expensive.
Going around in 1987.
That's
You're not gonna do it.
expensive. I mean, 1897 is a lot for a hardcover now.
1895. Let's not be crazy.
What'd I say?
1897.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So from the inside cover, boy, they give you a lot of information. Look at this. Author information. Jacqueline Briskin, herself a member of a ruling motion picture family.
Read into the microphone, darling.
Is the internationally best-selling author of Too Much Too Soon,
Right.
Everything and More, and California Generation. Now, one of those titles doesn't fit with the naming scheme.
Yeah, the second one.
No, it's the last one.
Which was the last one?
California Generation.
That sounds just like a James Bond title.
Totally different.
Ian Fleming's James Bond and California Generation.
I'd watch it. She was
That's a
born
Roger
in London
Moore.
and grew up in Beverly Hills, where she still lived as of this printing in 1986. Okay. After the glory comes the longing. Dreams Are Not Enough is Jacqueline Briskin's most mesmerizing love story to date. A spellbinding tale of a wealthy California family out to conquer the world and a supremely passionate woman who can win it for them.
Ooh.
Temptress, goddess, star. Alyssa Del Mar was all of these to the millions of movie fans who worshipped her extravagant allure and irresistible sensuality.
Yeah.
I think
Do you
think
remember
that's her on the cover?
those
Is that her?
super dirty shampoo commercials?
No.
The organic experience commercials?
Yes.
Now you do.
Yes.
What
Herbal
was that?
essences.
Herbal
essences, yeah.
When
Those
you're-
are dated. Wow.
Yeah,
That was
sorry.
a
When
long
you were
time
reading
ago.
the description as her as a woman, I'm like, she probably uses herbal
Herbal
essence.
essences. Yeah, absolutely, she does. There's no
Those
question.
commercials were filthy.
They were. But to the people whose paths crossed hers, she was something more. A child of poverty whose innocence and overwhelming need to be loved drove her to the top and made her the pawn in a family's bid for absolute power.
Yeah.
Now we got a bulleted list of characters, I suppose.
Okay.
to Desmond Cordiner, feared patriarch, who presided over Magnum Pictures, Alyssa's magnificent presence could save a studio and his skin before stardom destroyed her. To Barry Cordiner, Desmond's nephew, she was the perfect wife until her own success outdistanced his. To Hap, Desmond's charismatic son and the love of Alyssa's life. Alicia's life.
Elysiums.
She could be the inspiration that would make him the greatest director of his generation, unless their scandalous affair totally destroyed them first.
Yeah.
There's more. I gotta flip to the back.
Yeah.
To Beth Gold, Barry's twin sister. Oh, twins.
Yeah,
we got a twin.
That's not how.
Barry's twin sister.
They could
she
switch
became
places
an
on a
object
date.
of hatred after a family tragedy destroyed their friendship. And finally, to the very nicely named P.D. Zaffarano, the super agent cousin with enough mob connections to topple the family empire. She was his ticket to the top and a successful, necessary ally.
I couldn't keep track of the story just through those characters.
The 60s to the 80s, moving from migrant workers' shacks in the San Valley to palatial Beverly Hills estates, from a remote film location in Kenya to a luxurious villa, that's too many, overlooking Lake Como in Italy. Here is a sweeping novel about 5 members of a legendary family
Oh my
and their
gosh.
effect on the eternally, I'm almost done, vulnerable woman who was known as the last movie star. Dreams Are Not Enough is the utterly hypnotizing, utterly convincing Hollywood blockbuster that Jacqueline Briskin was destined to write.
So this is historical fiction,
I guess.
then. So
Yeah.
if you're a fan of the Century trilogy, if you liked
If you like that, this is definitely what you want to read.
what's it called? The Fall of Giants?
Are you in? Are you into this?
Yes.
You want to?
Let's do it. Yes.
Okay. All right. Look at that. She was married a very long time, 1948 to his death in 2004.
Nice.
Nice
Yeah.
to see. Good for you, Jacqueline. All right. Let's take a look at.
We're about to tear your book apart, but maybe not.
I would say, based on a little wear and tear, this was checked out in the late 80s. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to sample the pages? Taste one of these pages.
No.
Okay. That wouldn't have told you anything. I just wanted to see how committed you were.
Wow.
Beverly
Cheetos
Hills.
were big reading snacks in the 80s, as well as cocaine.
Jeez, it goes, I. That could work for Cheetos or cocaine. So.
That's true. They're the same thing, the way they're presented. That Cheetos cheetah,
Yeah.
he's addicted.
He was on something.
He's definitely snorting those Cheetos.
Absolutely.
Cutting them up.
Beverly Hills, 1986. This is the beginning.
This is the prequel to Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
One of your favorite series
the
ever.
sequel to Beverly Hills Cop. It had rained before dawn on the particular Wednesday in December of 1986. Axel
That's your
Foley
first
was
sentence?
shoving bananas in tailpipes of... No, sorry, that's not. But you were in. I could see.
I sure
as
was.
soon as I said the
Suddenly, yeah.
banana tailpipe
Do,
thing.
do, 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 do.
But by 9 o'clock, sunshine spread like warm butter through the green landscaped folds of the overpriced Beverly Hills Canyon. That grosses me out a little bit.
Yeah. The sun's just spreading itself like butter.
It's like being covered in butter.
Yeah.
Great feeling. A woman stood at a bedroom window, gazing at the sunlit morning, even unadored, with her black mane of hair pulled austerely back, a peignoir hiding her apparently felicitous curves. She was lovely.
Right.
For a moment, she closed her eyes, and her thoughtful expression altered to one of haunted dread. Then she shrugged as if reminding herself of a task and moved briskly to a long, narrow dressing room. Behind a professional strew of cosmetics, the front section of the Los Angeles Times was folded and propped to show a photograph of her, with her artfully tossed head
this is so boring.
thrown back and her lipstick mouth open in a breathless smile. Her image on black and white newsprint appeared far tougher, that of an aggressively sensual woman. The caption read, Alicia Del Mar, the return of the reclusive star. She hadn't made a film in 6 years. And so they're excited.
Yeah,
They're excited about the comeback here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling so far?
Oh, it's great. I'm in it to win it. I want to know.
Well, tell me if this helps, because the first chapter is called Barry.
Barry,
Barry.
as in the name.
The name Barry from 1959. Let's read a little bit about Barry. Let's see if he too is propped sensually.
Yeah. Barry hasn't made a film in 6 years.
No, the most sensual.
He's an aggressively
man
sensual man.
named Barry.
Yeah. Listen, our apologies to any person who's actually
Anybody
named
who's
Barry.
out there named Barry, I'm sure you're very sensual.
Yes. I'm sure when you're on the dance floor doing the salsa or the tango.
Okay.
What do you think's more? The salsa's more sensual, right?
Barry, perched in a mesh tank top, was covered in the butters of the sun.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I made
That
that
was
up.
fantastic.
Thank you.
A mesh tank top. The butters of the sun.
That would have been a good title.
The butters of the sun. Yes.
On October 8th, 1959, a blazing hot Saturday, 3 weeks into his senior year of pre-law at UCLA, Barry Cordner took by far the most daring act of his 20 years. He eloped to Las Vegas with a girl called Alicia Lopez, whom he'd met exactly 17 days earlier.
I want you to
Now,
know
Barry,
that
you need to be careful.
that's
'cause
her
that
main
could-
character. She changes her name.
I think you're right. I think you're right. It could just be infatuation. That's why he's got to worry.
Yeah.
That's why he's got to
Sure.
worry.
Yeah.
So if that's the main character, and the other one's in 1986, so she's what, 27 at that point.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Are you on Team Barry yet? You like what Barry's doing?
I'm more of a Wally West fan myself.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna find another one. You
All
want
right.
more? You seem like you want more.
That was a
I don't think that you could make.
very select audience that would get that joke.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think our audience probably.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, here we go. Beth, 1979. Let's see what's up with Beth. In a white leather date book embossed Mrs. Irving Gold, 1979, the neat notation for September 1st showed Alicia, lunch, 12:45. Beth finished dabbing on her Norel perfume before 12:30.
Dabbing?
Dabbing, yeah. There's time to visit Clary, she thought.
Who?
Clary, her only child, had been born on September 12th, 1974, a few weeks after Clara Friedman Cordner was buried by a Reform rabbi at Hillside, a cemetery not far from where she lived. Abiding by Jewish custom, the Golds had named their daughter after her deceased grandmother. Kind of a downer,
Is that really
if you ask me.
Jewish naming custom
I have no
in
idea.
the 50s?
Maybe. Well, that was 1979,
Well, okay.
so
Well,
it could be.
Oh.
Could be. Interesting. How do you feel about this book?
I hate it.
You hate it.
Yes.
You hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Multi-generational family
Maybe I'm
saga.
just tired, but like when you're reading it, I'm like, I don't care.
Okay. You want a little bit of...
No.
You don't want anything?
No.
You don't want any more
No.
dialogue, samples of
All
dialogue? or
right.
anything
We
like
haven't
that?
had any dialogue.
Okay, hold on.
Find us some really sensual dialogue.
Okay. He returned to Bellagio. He found Alice with a cold and sore throat. On the second afternoon, deciding to cheer her up with some small gift, he told her he was going for a walk. Hold on a second. I'll get my jacket. What about your cold? It's a mean wind today. You're going to the travel agent. You're arranging a flight to Los Angeles, she cried. Angered by her accusation that he was lying, he said, Will I need a guard every time I leave the house? Or someday can I be a trustee? She drew a sharp breath and ran to the bedroom.
I don't want to wait
All right, do you like it?
for our lives to be
Do you like it?
over.
It gets worse. She shot him a look of shamed horror. Go away! Is this one of your attacks? He asked gently. Yes! Don't shut me out, Alice. Oh, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. She closed her eyes and let him stroke her back. When the hyperventilation finally released her, he explained that he'd wanted to get her a little surprise. That was all. I'm not going back, Alice, I swear, but we better figure out what exactly we're going to do. She nodded. First off, how about your work? Eventually a good script will come along. You just saw Alicia Del Mar in action, she said with a feeble shiver. All I want, Hap, is for us to be together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did that win you over?
Let me.
Is this Melrose Place?
Yeah.
Dreams Are Not Enough by Jacqueline Brisket. Dreams Are Not Enough is Jacqueline Brisket's most mesmerizing love story to date. A spellbinding tale of a wealthy California family out to conquer the world and a supremely passionate woman who can win it for them. It was better with the music, I gotta say. That actually, I was into it just a little bit more. So, woo. Woo. Anyway, fans of Jacqueline Brisket,
Or Melrose Place.
apologies
Oh,
for one. We have many of her books down in the stacks. They're
Okay.
still here. They're waiting. They're destined to be rediscovered. So I know we have The Naked Heart and Dreams Are Not Enough. I know we have those down there.
Well,
So that's Dreams Are
that's
Not
because
Enough.
you have Dreams Are Not Enough
Yeah, so
this
that's
year.
not down there anymore.
what
That
about the
was-
California Generation?
I don't remember that one.
California Generation.
That's about life in the tumultuous
James Bond is gonna stop ya.
1960s.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Jacqueline Briskin. Thank you, Alicia Del Mar.
Yeah.
Good luck with your career.
Thank you, Calista Flockhart.
She was not in Melrose Place. She was in Ally McBeal.
Who was in Heather Locklear?
There you go.
That's who I meant.
People often confuse Callista Flockhart and Heather Locklear.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes Harrison Ford. Oh!
I don't think you can make that joke
okay,
on
all
air.
right, never mind. All right, so we're not going to read this book.
You can.
I don't think
Go-
I'm going to.
But you love historical fiction.
I do.
You love Melrose Place.
Yeah.
And you love 60s Hollywood.
Yeah.
What's the ish?
You know what? You're right. you talked me into it.
Okay.
Whew. What do you have coming up here at the library? Let's talk some library news.
Oh wow, transitions.
Sorry.
We got the teen photography show reception
Yes.
tomorrow.
Exciting
Big deal.
times.
105 photos.
Our biggest number doubled.
Yeah.
Plus 5. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of photos.
It's huge.
So we're
That's
handing out
great.
some awards tomorrow. We've got some.
We got a meat tray. We got some veggie trays. We got some cake.
Yeah, I was gonna
drinks.
say we have refreshments.
Refreshments.
Yeah, we have refreshments.
You'll have
punch.
refreshment.
We had
Punch.
punch last year as
Sounds
well.
delicious.
Punch is pretty easy to make, but it's also kind of a pain.
Yeah.
It's always like one more step than you want.
It's
You just
true.
want to pour in
Yeah.
the ginger ale and be like,
Yeah.
punch
Yeah.
or Sprite.
Yeah.
So
Either way.
Yeah.
Hawaiian punch and ginger ale.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Teen photography show. So that the reception is what, 6 o'clock
6 o'clock to
on
7:30.
May 2nd.
Yeah.
Tuesday, May 2nd.
Yeah.
Live music by Mr. Alex Cole. So join
Yeah.
us for that.
Local?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have our regular scheduled programs such as Teen Anime Club every Wednesday at
Holler.
5:30 to 7:30. Attack on Titan has gotten very brutal.
Okay.
Last episode, because like the kids will do other stuff during the anime.
Yeah.
They'll play cards. They'll use the computers. They'll walk around. But during the last 10 minutes of Attack on Titan last week, they were all just like glued to the screen
Wow.
and not saying anything. And it ended
So it's when-
on a cliffhanger.
Uh-oh.
And like there was like you could hear a pin drop for about 1 second, and then there was a oh no! Ah!
And that was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Actually, at one point I did scream, terrified because there was a very scary scene, and everyone was quiet, and so I just screamed because I was terrified.
Uh-huh.
It scared them. They were mad at me. I wasn't invited to the next anime club.
That's sad. Don't you run them? Aren't you
Yeah.
in charge?
No, our good friend Pete Mangles ran.
Oh.
the next one.
Okay.
So.
Yep. All right, that's exciting.
I guess. Oh, and we're showing Moana.
Yeah.
We're showing Moana.
Yeah, 3:30 on May 5th. Then
Yep.
right around, we're showing
Yeah.
Minions, 3:30 on May 8th. That's
If you're
a Friday,
thinking
Monday.
you don't want to come see Moana,
Yeah,
you have other things to do. I want you to consider the coconut.
yeah,
Consider his trees.
yeah. The island gives them what they need.
Yep. So there you go.
Yeah, pretty. It's a great movie. I really do love Moana.
After the
exciting.
movie, we'll just get on stage and tell everybody they're welcome.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, tonight I'm going to see a live performance of Welcome to Night Vale,
spooky.
famed podcast. Welcome
Yeah.
to Night Vale.
Like
they
200
almost,
episodes?
They're almost as big as all the books. That's how big they've.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, good luck to this fledgling podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to Night Vale.
There's a lighthouse
So
in the courtyard.
very good. When we come back,
The lighthouse is always on.
Yeah.
Yet no one keeps the lighthouse.
That's actually very good. It's like spot on. It's perfect.
I've only listened to the one.
When we come back next week, we'll be able to talk about Hamilton.
Hamilton,
In
the
Chicago, which
Chicago.
we're seeing.
Yep, we'll review
We'll
that.
be able to talk about. I'll be able to talk about Night
Night Vale,
Vale.
yeah.
Eric will probably have seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I would assume at that point.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of good
Yeah.
stuff coming up. In the auditorium, we have Sorrow Estate. Great concert by a new band. That's May 11th. We have The Probables coming May 25th.
Maybe.
Our regular slew of movies. Yeah. Book clubs are currently, we're basically finished with The Blessing Way, and we're starting all our Yesterdays by Robert B. Parker.
Okay.
And we're reading Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, which I really
Nice.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
So join us for that. Plenty of room. Next time, we're talking about the 90s.
Yeah.
Should have saved that Melrose Place for into the 90s.
I'm sure there's plenty of other 90s themes.
You're right. Beverly Hills 90210. Dun-na-na-na.
You'll have to, yeah. You're getting enough of your 90210 through Riverdale.
Luke Perry on Archie?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, she wasn't on 90210.
No, but she was on Riverdale.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
I'm
Old
sorry.
school.
Yeah.
Classic. All right. Anything else
No, that's it.
for the good of all the books? Nothing else?
Uh,
That's all right. You don't have to think of something.
Okay, yeah, 90s, and then we're going to be talking about Michael Crichton's book,
Mikey Crichton.
Dragon's Teeth, comes
Yeah.
out May 23rd.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a posthumous review of his 3 posthumous books.
Yep.
So that's Dragon Teeth,
Micro.
Micro, and Pirate's Latitude.
Pirate's
So if
Latitude.
you want to get a leg up,
Yeah.
read them.
Read all of those.
Yeah.
Michael Crichton's like, please don't read those. But
Yeah.
that's all right.
Well, Micro, he was okay with. He had almost finished.
Yeah,
Micro.
that's true. He was like
That wasn't one that
was
he
prepped
hid.
for publication.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't like
That wasn't buried in a lockbox.
yeah, never publish this with a fake novel on top of it.
Yep.
They won't keep digging.
Yeah,
he
they're
thought.
going to publish that fake novel.
They are.
as
They're
well.
going to. Yeah, they're going to. All right. Well, tune in next week when we're talking about the 90s. See you then.